I am utilizing this opportunity to say a big thank you to Bob, and because without him, I wouldn't be in this position. So during the previous conversations, people were asking, oh, the problem with majority of us is, I don't know, it's only Malayalis in this group. We are having, lacking that confidence. So be confident, if there is any challenges when you are in that position, there will be some, way to go ahead with that. So, and especially when you're working in UK, there is lots and lots of support from others, or the thing is that we need to look for that opportunity, or the way to solve your problems. So through upgrading your knowledge, or if you're working with the social care, there is opportunities for huddle. So on your case workloads, we need to present your work in our huddle. So then you will come across lots and lots of different cases which were handled by others as well. So, I just want to say one thing, that be confident. Nobody is perfect, and when you're in that position, you can deal with any problems. Yeah, so today I'm going to bring a case which I deal recently. This case was at early onset dementia. This lady was only in her 58, she's only 58 at the moment. She was diagnosed with dementia when she was 55 or 50, no, 55 or 56. Now, actually, now she's living alone. This case came to me to reassess because recently there was some complaint from the neighbors saying that this lady is really upset during the nighttime. She's shouting and screaming. So neighbors need to pop in to support her. So that's why they contacted adult social care. Currently, this lady is on 4 care calls. Care calls means there is already a support plan in place for this lady to support her with her needs. So during the daytime, because when we consider her age, because when you work with the adult social care, most of the time we deal with elderly people. Sometimes the problem is something related to elderly people. For like in this case, this lady is diagnosed with dementia, but we need to consider her age. She's only in her 50s, and she do have a son. He's only 16, so we need to put priority for their well-being as a family. So currently she lacks capacity, that is true, but that's why we are trying to keep her at home. So the neighbors were requesting to move her to a residential placement. So unfortunately, she don't have any family here in UK apart from the son, who is a minor. He's divorced. So husband is, the ex-husband is not interested to actively involve in her case, even though that factor, the son is there, still he doesn't like to involve. So who is supporting this lady is one of her friends. And this lady owns a property. She lives in her own property, and because she lacks capacity, so her finance is managed by the client affairs team. So here in UK, if a person is considered lacking capacity, and if there is no lasting power of attorney in place or nobody to support, then client affairs from the social service to cover their finance, and they are dealing all their finance. So already all these things are in place, and there was already allocated dementia nurse. So in this case, the problem was, how to deal this dementia nurse, because when I approached her, I discussed this matter with her and saying that, oh, her condition is deteriorated in recent months. So could you please review her medication, or because the previous, her consultation with the dementia consultant was in 2021 or 22. So is it possible to make a referral for the dementia consultant? which she was adamant that she doesn't require any medication review or a referral to the consultant. So, but it was clear, because if I need to take any action, because it's something related to health, so that is the one of the people were asking what are the challenges. So this is one of the challenge when we work alongside with other agencies like health. So yeah, when we consider, we need to consider the importance of Care Act, the 6 principles. One is partnership working, which is really important. So this case, like I said, the dementia nurse was adamant that she doesn't want, need to go ahead with the referral. So the next option was only to contact the GP surgery to raise my concern. So again, the GP told me that, oh, she doesn't, there is a already allocated dementia nurse, the referral need to come from her. So what I did, I just need to prove if I take this to my ISCM. ISCM is the manager who authorized the funding for her care. So I need to prove that I take all the adequate measures. My plan was to put nighttime carer, because whenever I visited her, I noticed that she was really scared. She was following me saying that, please don't leave me alone. So even though she's 58, her mental capacity is like a 3 or 4-year-old child. So probably that is why she was screaming and shouting during the nighttime when there is nobody alone, there when she's alone. And daytime, like I said, there is 4 care call. So, and there is some time to take carers took her outside for other activities. So, but, if I need to prove that to my manager, I need to make all the evidence that I take all these measures to ensure that, this is what she needs. So that is another challenge, which whenever you take a person to your ISCM manager, which means the manager who authorized the funding, you need to have a clear evidence with you that these are the support they required. So for in this case, this is something related to health, because we are not health experts. So we need to ensure that that partnership working is there. So anyway, I contacted the GP surgery, and GP, like that is what she said. So what I did, so I requested the care providers to provide me the evidence to show that she is distressed during the nighttime. So I took, 10, 15 days of their reports showing that how much distressed she is. For example, she pulled a bulb in her bedroom, and throughout the property, you can see the papers. She ripped off even the carpet. She pulled the blinds. And even there was a mannequin in their home. She put that upside down. So there was clear evidence that she's distressed during the night time. So I sent this evidence to the GP and said, this is what's going on. This is why I requested previously. So could you please consider a medication review? So, and you need to consider all the aspects, which this lady, she's in her 50s. So I thought probably it's something related to her menopause. We don't know. So I discussed this with, the GP surgery. So she said, okay, she will review. So, and another thing she told me is that with regarding the dementia medication, she's on maximum. So they can't, review that. So only thing she can do is make a referral to the dementia consultant. So, then they can go ahead with the head scan showing that whether, her dementia, brain is deteriorated further than, 2021. So, and my plan, I took this to my ISCM huddle for authorization for funding for the night carers. So initially, because still I am waiting from a confirmation from the health side whether they can do support anything with the medication. So, but again, this person is at risk. So to ease that risk, I requested my ISCM to put a 2-3 weeks support during the night time. So the carers will be there during the night time. So after that, my plan is to review. So still the case is going on. So this is the situation.
Thank you, Jiz. Such a good, reflective case management. What is working well there, what is not. Okay. Is there anybody who wants to ask a question? Yeah, Prasad, please.
Thank you just for your presentation. I have doubt regarding that child because that lady has a childcare responsibility. So there is any possibility to consider anything related to child safeguarding in this
Uh,
case?
yeah, the thing is that when I was allocated to this case, the son was already with the ex-husband, so he's in charge of the son. Because previously as well, there was some safeguarding concern regarding the son, because when he was only 12 or 13, he was using the mom's bank card to buy games and things. So and that time I think they made a decision. So dad is in charge of son, and but still when we consider the son's age, we put some time for the son to visit mom, and the carers will be there to support this lady. So yeah, so, and this son is also known to the children's social work. So
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you,
Okay.
Prasad. Is that any additional to that, Prasad? No. Yeah.
No.
And
Yeah,
it's
that
a
is
such
another, like Prasad said, that is the another challenging bit. We know when we go, when we are having a case with child responsibility, majority of the case when we work with adult social care, that blind there is no need. But
yeah.
when there is minor children there, it's challenging. So then
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
time
that's
we
what
might need to work alongside with the children's social work as well, children and family.
And such a sad thing to work with someone in 56
Yeah, that
as
is true. That's true.
cognitive
Yeah.
deterioration, and again they were separated. The child responsibility, cognition is deteriorating, other dynamics. Let me ask that: how did you feel like? Because I find it very hard. Some cases.
Yeah.
Maybe the people are in our age,
Mhm. Mhm.
and it's correlated. And how did you feel like working with a case, that complexity for that individual, and putting that person in the center of everything?
Mhm.
And how did you feel like?
Yeah, it's quite challenging. And, I just consider that son's age as well. So now they are having, socialization with mom. So, and I personally felt that it's not appropriate to send to a residential care at this
Mhm.
age, because majority of the residential care with dementia people, they are elderly. And that is going to be quite challenging for her.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and to ensure that well-being, well-being in between, or relationship going on smooth in between son and the mom. That's why I thought, okay, better to keep her as much as possible in their home environment, to ensure their mother's responsibility or their relationship are there. So for a 16-year-old son, it's hard, or he won't go and maintain this relationship if she's in a care home.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Joby, you want to ask something or reflect something?
Yeah, it's a good good case actually. Um, what I am asking is ongoing case. So you have made any proposed plans for this? Even from you in your mind, you are proposing any plans for the this situation. You're waiting for some reports and this one, but still, because of your study and you know the complete case. So from all the scenario, what is your plan? What is in your mind? What is the plan that you are
Yeah, I already mentioned that there is already a support plan in place for 2 weeks time, that the nighttime carers will be there. So that time period, then health can review her health needs, whether they can, um, make her life smooth with some sort of medication. So in that case, if that is not working, then this is only option. We need to continue that support plan to a long term with carers during the night time. So that is already in place. So I'm going to review that after 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Have you visited here in the night time? Like I'm asking you just that.
No, because
No.
we are working only 9 till 5, so that is the time. So we can gather information from the carers because the last care call is around 8 o'clock. But that time she's absolutely fine. She is challenging, especially early hours of morning. So when I discussed this matter with the dementia nurse, what she was advising me is to add more activities during the daytime when we consider her age. But that is not going to help her with, in the early hours of morning. Yeah, and I discussed this matter with the neighbors, and there is only one friend for her. So I discussed the matter with her as well. So, and she also said that, yeah, probably, we need to keep her as much as possible in her home environment. So this is quite challenging case. Probably in your future, you people will need to come across this case. And, she was incontinent in recent weeks. So when I request her to make a referral for incontinence nurse, what she told me is that, okay, no problem. That is not the thing we need to change. We need to put some signs throughout the home to showing the toilet, because if there is some prompting and support, she is still capable to use the toilet. And she advised me that she's going to change the toilet seat to red. But in her case, that make it worse. She ripped off all the signs because that is something unusual in her home. And she's quite capable to manage everything by her mobility wise. There is no issues. She's only in her 56, 58 age, So, and he break that toilet seat as well. So that was making too much distress on her.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would like to ask one more thing. Like
No
you
problem.
mentioned while speaking that she is at the age of 58,
Mhm.
and her mental health status is like a child, like a 3 or 4 year old.
Yeah, so she likes capacity. It's in place that she likes capacity. Yeah.
So did you do the mental capacity assessment?
There is already one in place, but until and unless I am not changing her residence to a different place, I don't need to do one, because the support plan is going to be the same. I just increase a little bit of time during the night time. But in future, the current support plan is not working, and if I need to make a decision to move her to a residential placement, again, we need to consider another mental capacity assessment, because it's a different decision. So with regarding mental capacity assessment as well, whenever we are taking for one person, the same case, we need to consider what decision we are going to make. So if it is for if it is something related to finance, we need to conduct a mental capacity assessment based on that, whether the person is capable to manage her finance. If something is related to her care and support needs, need to have a different one. And if it is something related to their residence, that need to be a different one.
Yeah. Okay. Understood. Okay. So I think Dibu will explain more about mental capacity assessment. I think so. So yeah, I'm not continuing with that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, let me ask something that is going to be helpful for everyone based on,
Yeah.
This is something about your that perseverance that I could see in you. And, there was no magic, like, in coming to social work, having and all. And I remember you saying that, just before submitting your registration paperwork, you said that, this is so much.
Yes.
I don't think that I will do anything. I am tired, and there is so much to do, and but you managed to do that registration. You managed to get, some kind of issues came from the registration work, but we had to go through that process. We managed to get the registration. Then, with regards to job, had to wait. Then you taken a assistant social work job, they offered when you went for a social work job because you presented well. However, they were worried that not to give you that social work job, if I am right, if my memory is right, then you taken. Then after doing a assistant social work job, you stepped up, and in around a year time, what I see in you that, that perseverance, and, so you have been trying all the way, and 1 minute, in 2 minutes time, do you want to just to say that, how important is that, from your experience, that perseverance, or something you want to say?
Yeah, that is, like you said, yeah, I was not sure whether I will be able to, because we need to balance our personal life and professional life, and social work is a responsible job. So I was not sure whether I am able to do this. So that's why I started as a assistant social worker, and that boosted up my confidence that you need to have a boundary in between everything. So during the work hours, you need to be concentrate on what you are doing there. The same time, it's important that your personal life as well. As a mom, I do have a responsibility. As a wife, I do have a responsibility. So it's challenging to manage everything in that aspects, but yeah, we can do. It's just be confident. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you. Thank you very much, Boban, for this opportunity. And again, I'm saying a big thank you to you, because without you, I won't be in this position. Thank you.
I can give you another 5 more minutes just to say about that, but big thank you. Thank you so much, Jiz. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Good luck with your journey.